Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden Football.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. Greg, you get to a game like this and you love the matchup because as we watch and get ready, you just watch the highlight after highlight of the ball in the air, down the field. We got two big-armed quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this one.
And if you love offensive football and you love high-level quarterback play, we've got a matchup that I think you're going to be pretty excited to sit down and take in alongside us because every blade of grass is an opportunity to deliver the ball. And the amount of pressure on these defenses to defend the entire field, knowing there is no throw off limit, there is no route that cannot be unleashed. This is the ultimate test for any defense when you have two quarterbacks like this lined up under center.
The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level. I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Mahomes gonna fire quickly to Worthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just gonna drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They put Kelce in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, You break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. A throw on the run is complete.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Right back to Kelce again. And the Chiefs are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Hopkins sent in motion. He pulls it in around the 5.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. Third and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Herbert to the air again. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now Herbert again. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Herbert to the air again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Chargers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Pistol here for Herbert. That's to the tight end Hurst. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the outside, catch made by Worthy.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. A short one caught by Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They go play action with, he feels the pressure and he'll go down back at the 6.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On play action, it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Dissly. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He connects with Dissly. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Dobbins. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now, on second and long. Here's Dobbins, and he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. A run with Dobbins. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They put Kelsey in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They motion a receiver right. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to force overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Herbert. That's gonna be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap. Another try, 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On comes the Chiefs punter. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol here for Herbert. That's to the tight end Hurst. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
This caught right side by Worthy. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This one to win it in overtime. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.